This is Jarrod Horak, and in this video, I will analyze the Grade 2 $415,000 Fountain of Youth Stakes at Gulfstream on Saturday, March 1st. This is a Kentucky Derby 2025 points race, and through 23 races on my Road to the Derby video series, my top choices have 5 wins, 5 runner-up finishes, and 2 show finishes. 2 of my top choices have scratched out of this series, so I'm officially 5 for 21 on the Road to the Derby. And I am covering all of the Derby and Oaks points races on a busy weekend of preps for March 1st and 2nd. I posted the Devona Dale Stakes at Gulfstream yesterday. That's an Oaks points race. You can watch that video now. And I will be covering the Busher and Gotham at Aqueduct and the San Felipe and Santa Isabel Stakes at Santa Anita. Look for those videos in the coming days on my channel. And if you're interested in my full cards, I offer full cards at Santa Anita each day. And I am offering this year a full card for the 14-race Fountain of Youth Day program at Gulfstream on March 1st. You can purchase my full cards individually, or you can buy the Santa Anita Gulfstream cards together on March 1st as part of my weekly Saturday special for $16. Now, I have been offering full cards online since the 1990s, and I have a long record of success and trustworthiness over the years. So go to the runawayhorse.com on my sales page for more details if you're interested in my analysis. And the early weather forecast for March 1st at Gulfstream calls for mostly sunny skies with a high temperature of 74. And now we're going to check out some recent Fountain of Youth stats. Last 15 races at Gulfstream Park at a mile and a 16th, 1 front-running winner, no winners from post 8 and out. Now, 5 of the 8 entrants in the Fountain of Youth this year exit one-turn races. So I think the pace is probably going to be honest with all those horses stretching out in distance. And we have seen late runners win this event in recent years. Going back to 2017, Gonavera closed from off the pace to win it, and other closers in recent years to win the Fountain of Youth. Code of Honor in 2019, Greatest Honor in 2021, Simplification in 2022, and Forte for trainer Todd Pletcher in 2023. And speaking of Pletcher, he has settled the winner of the Fountain of Youth 4 times, and he has 2 horses this year. John Velasquez has guided home the winner in the Fountain of Youth 5 times, and he rides River Thames for Todd Pletcher in 2025. Now we're going to meet the field for the Fountain of Youth Stakes, and I will give out my contenders from last to first. It will be the 13th race on March 1st, the Grade 2 Fountain of Youth for 3-year-olds, a mile and a 16th on the main track. Scheduled post time, 5:42 p.m. Eastern Time. Breaking from the inside post is number 1, Gate to Wire. Dylan Davis will ride for trainer Todd Pletcher, one of 2 Pletcher entrants. This one exits a night's victory in the Swale Stakes at Gulfstream. Sovereignty for Bill Mott's number 2 with Junior Alvarado aboard. He has not run since winning the Street Scent Stakes at Churchill Downs last October. Burnham Square is number 3 for Ian Wilkes. This one exits a victory in the Grade 3 Holy Bull at Gulfstream at a mile and a 16th. McKellen is next for Jose D'Angelo. Tyler Gaffalione is aboard. He was a well-beaten 6th in the Mucho Macho Man Stakes. Number 5, Solid Left, a last-out dirt route maiden winner for trainer Brian Lynch with Luis Saez aboard. And that victory was at Gulfstream Park at a mile and a 16th on January 26th. River Thames, number 6 for Todd Pletcher. He's a perfect 2 for 2. Both wins were at Gulfstream around 1 turn. John Velasquez was aboard for his first 2 victories, and he will ride this horse back. Neoequos is next for trainer Safi Joseph Jr., and Irad Ortiz Jr. will ride this one. And this one exits a front-running win at 6 furlongs in the slop against Florida-bred Allowance Company. And then number 8, Keep It Easy for trainer Dale Romans with Corey Lannery aboard. And he exits a victory in the Ed Brown Stakes. That race was last year at 6.5 furlongs, November at Churchill Downs. And now we'll go last to first in the Fountain of Youth. Horse that I picked to finish 8th and last, number 4, McKellen. And this horse won his maiden special weight debut, and then he finished 2nd in his 2nd career start. And then in his last start, he chased the pace and he faded in the Mucho Macho Man Stakes. He was 6th, beaten 14 lengths, and that Mucho Macho Man has not been a productive race. Now, do note that this horse is also entered in the 8th race at Gulfstream on February 27th, and that 8th race is an optional claiming 75 non-winners one other than race at a mile and an 1/8. We'll have to see if they can run here or run in that race instead. The horse that I picked to finish 7th is number 5, Solid Left, and he was 38-1 in his 7 furlong debut. He stalked and faded that day. And then he added Lasix, he stalked the pace, and he broke his maiden when he was 5-1 in a Gulfstream Park maiden special weight race at a mile and a 16th in his 2nd career start. He's another horse that's entered in the 8th race at Gulfstream on February 27th. So we'll have to see number 4, McKellen, and then number 5, Solid Lefft. We'll see which races they end up running in. The horse I picked to finish 6th is number 7, Neoequos. And this one is a Florida-bred sprinter, and he's pretty quick early for trainer Safi Joseph Jr. He did hit the board in a couple of Florida Sire Stakes races last year, and as I said earlier, that he did win his last start in the slop as the favorite. That was at 6 furlongs. So I read Ortiz Jr. is going to ride. He looks like the one to catch in this race. I think they're probably going to try to go to the front. Jockey trainer team here, 5 for 10 together recently, so we have good stats there, and he does have speed. The horse that I picked to finish 5th is number 1, Gate to Wire. Now this one switched to dirt last time out, and he stuck the pace, and he dominated the Swale Stakes at 7 furlongs by 5 lengths, and that was at Gulfstream on February 1st. Now he was 13 to 1 in that race, and this horse is a Munnings colt, and he stretches out after 5 sprint races. And Dylan Davis got aboard last time, so he knows him now. This is his 3rd start after a layoff. He should save the ground in here, and we'll see how far he wants to go. The horse that I picked to finish 4th is number 8, Keep It Easy. Now this one stuck the pace outside, and he looked good winning that Ed Brown Stakes last time out. That was November 30th at Churchill. The clear runner-up there, Tough Catch, he did return to win the Sugar Bowl Stakes at Fairgrounds on December 21st. Now Dale Romans does show a profit with his first route starters. They paid $435,000 for this hard-spun colt. I think he's going to stalk the pace from the outside post. Now looking at his pedigree, his dam, Boxwood, won the Ginger Brew Stakes at 7.5 furlongs on turf in 2019. His 4th dam, Creaking Board, won the Grade 1 Hollywood Starlet at this distance on dirt in 1992. So he is bred to go this far. He's also bred to get better with experience, but I don't love the outside post here, and coming off of a layoff trying 2 turns in this event. The horse that I picked to finish 3rd is number 6, River Thames, and he is one of the 3 most likely winners of this race, and he is 2 for 2 for Todd Pletcher, and he stalked the pace, and he broke his maiden in his debut at 6 furlongs by 4.5 lengths. That was on January 11th. Strong effort at Gulfstream that day. And then he was 70 cents on the dollar in his 2nd career start. That was a 1-turn mile, optional claiming 75, non-winners, one other than, on February 1st. He pressed the pace that day, and he just took off in the stretch, and he won by 6.5 lengths. This is a New York-bred $200,000 McLean's Music colt. He does have a sprint-oriented pedigree, and he does lose Lasix in here, but he should be forwardly placed. He's done nothing wrong so far. I wouldn't be surprised if he ran a quality race in here. And as I said, the connections of Pletcher and Johnny V, they've had a lot of success in the Fountain of Youth Stakes over the years. The horse that I picked to finish 2nd is probably the most likely winner on paper, and that is number 3, Burnham Square. And he's definitely the now horse now, exiting back-to-back wins at Gulfstream. And that last victory, a mile and a 16th, and that was the Grade 3 Holy Bull on February 1st, where he was able to run down Tappan Street. Tappan Street was my top choice there. He got the jump on Burnham Square. That's a Brad Cox trainee, and Tappan Street looked home free, but Burnham Square was able to run him down and win that race nicely. Now, since adding blinkers, this one is 2 for 2, and he does have a recency edge over the only other graded stakes winner in this field, and that is Sovereignty. So as I said, he's the most likely winner on paper, and I would not be surprised if he won this race just like he did in the Holy Bull. And my top choice in here is going to be number 2, Sovereignty. And he is my top-ranked Kentucky Derby contender. Since I started my list last year, he's been number 1 all along. I've been waiting for him to come back. And I posted my updated Derby list earlier today. You can read my latest Derby report featuring a recap of the Rebel Stakes, updated point standings, and my exceptional 11 Derby contenders. You can read that report at therunawayhorse.com on my Kentucky Derby page. And I will include a link to my latest Derby report in the video description below. Now, as for Sovereignty, he did improve in all 3 starts last year, and he picked up his first career win in the Grade 3 Street Scent Stakes at Churchill last October. He was a maiden going into that race. He dominated. He went last to first, won that race by 5 lengths. This is his first start since, and in that Street Scents, he beat Sandman among other horses that day, and Sandman was 2nd in the Southwest Stakes, Grade 3 earlier this year, and 3rd in the Grade 2 Rebel last weekend. So this colt did get sick earlier in the winter, but he has been working steadily since January 31st. His most recent workout, he went 5 furlongs in 102.20. That was at Payson Park on February 23rd. I think he's ready to go for Bilmont. But for this one, this is just a starting point. His connections, I'm sure, would love to win this race, but I'm sure they would be thrilled if he just sat back, closed with interest, hit the board, and then moved forward next time. So he's classy enough to win this race for sure. He's one of only 2 horses with graded stakes victories in this race. And obviously he's my top-ranked Derby contender, so I think he has a lot of ability. Certainly classy enough to win. Figures to move forward next time. I think when he gets out to a 1.125 and a 1.25 he's really going to excel. But I do expect him to run and be ready to run a quality race off of a layoff here. But I wouldn't be surprised if Burnham Square or River Thames ended up beating him. Maybe he'll offer a little more value than those horses. You know, with the Pletcher angle, River Thames undefeated, he's going to take money. Burnham Square is probably the favorite. So maybe Sovereignty number 2 will end up the 3rd betting choice in this race. People thinking he might need the race, and I wouldn't be surprised if he would. But like I said, he's my top-ranked Derby contender. I think he's ready to run at least a quality race in here. Closers have done well in this race in recent years, and I think he's ready to go. So if you want a free pick each day, go to therunawayhorse.com and click on the Better Bets blog tab at the top of my homepage. You can get a free pick from around the country each day. And if you like these videos, like, comment, and share them. Subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. It's free to subscribe. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.